Hello callers, welcome again to another episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be doing a roundup of the latest Barcelona news and transfer rumors, starting with Martin Braithwaite, who is still linked with some English clubs, particularly Tottenham Hotspur, as reports are saying that Braithwaite is patiently waiting for Tottenham to make a move, to make an offer for him. So as it stands, Braithwaite's future at Barcelona is not certain because the transfer window is still open and he's hoping that, English clubs might come for him, especially Tottenham Hotspur. So we're going to be discussing much on that transfer link. Then moving on to another transfer rumor is on our right back, Serginho Dest. Of course, we all know Serginho Dest is likely to stay at Barca, but there are some reports now coming up saying that AC Milan from the Serie A are interested in Serginho Dest, but I don't think that will happen. But we'll just have to wait and see how things will unfold. So we're going to be discussing on that as well. Then to conclude, we're going to be talking about Pedri Gonzalez, who is set to return to training after the Olympics got finished, of course, after a disappointing loss to Brazil at the final, in the gold medal match. Pedri is set to return to Barca this week and to continue training with his teammates. So we're going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. So callers, endeavor to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, if you're new here, and also endeavor to watch the video right up to the very end. Spanish publication Sport is reporting that a possible deal for Martin Braithwaite to join West Ham United is being held up. The details around it are that Braithwaite isn't all that keen on the move to the Hammers, and the thought of Tottenham is far more appealing. If Spurs are forced to sell Harry Kane this summer, with Manchester City keen on the striker, then Braithwaite may be a player they are interested in. It really seems that despite the lack of depth in the attacking position, getting Braithwaite out of Barcelona is a priority for the club due to the Catalans' ongoing financial problems. If Spurs don't end up selling Harry Kane, it seems like all roads lead to Braithwaite ending up at West Ham. The Danish striker may not be happy about it, but at least he'll get some more consistent playing time than if he stays at Barca for another season. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, the footballing world is trying to come to grips with perhaps the most shocking transfer ever as Lionel Messi edges closer and closer to Paris Saint-Germain. Indeed, after officially leaving Barcelona last week, despite having been a free agent for over a month, Messi is on the cusp of completing a switch to PSG. Why that move is likely to dominate the headlines for quite some time, there could be more exits from the Camp Nou in the coming weeks as Barca look to trim their wage bill further. Miralem Pjanic seems set to return to Italy, while the Catalans continue to look for suitors for Samuel Umtiti. Amidst this, promising youngster Serginho Dest finds himself as a subject of interest from Serie A giants AC Milan. Italian publication Gazzetta dello Sport states that the Rossoneri are eyeing the Barcelona right-back as a fallback option should they fail in their pursuit for AS Roma Alessandro Florenzi. Dest arrived at Barcelona only last summer from Ajax. The US international showed a lot of positive, but at the same time, it was evident that he still needs a lot of polishing to become a top player in his position. The subject of transfer inquiry from Bayern Munich not very long ago, the Barca youngster is now on the radars of AC Milan as well. The Serie A giants, who returned to the UEFA Champions League after a long wait, are in the market for a new right-back this summer. Manchester United's Diego Dalot, who spent the last season on loan at San Siro, was the primary target, but the move seems to have hit at a dead end. That has led Stefano Pioli's side to Florenzi, with Dest being viewed as an alternative to the Italian international. Barcelona have strengthened their right-back slot with the signing of Emerson Royal this summer. Given their need to cut down on their wages, the Catalans are looking for player sales, which Milan are hoping to capitalize on. However, a move for Dest seems highly unlikely, given as the 20-year-old has already turned down several offers from top clubs across Europe, while Barcelona also view him as an important part of the setup. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona teenage superstar Pedri is set to return to training this week, just days after his return from the Olympics. Pedri has been ever present for the club and country in the last 12 months after completing more La Liga minutes than any other Barcelona player in the 2020-21 with 37 league appearances. He went on to play a key role in Spain's run to the semi-finals of Euro 2020 before joining up with the Olympic squad in Tokyo. However, despite major concerns over the potential for burnout for the 18-year-old, he is expected to rejoin Barcelona camp in the next 48 hours. According to reports from Dario AS, he will undergo mandatory PCR test on Wednesday and should link up with the squad on Thursday. Fellow Olympian Oscar Mingueza and Eric Garcia will not return to training yet, with the former nursing and injury picked up in Japan and the latter still awaiting his registration as a Barcelona player. So callers, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and hope you did subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, please make sure you do so you always stay up to date with the latest Barcelona news, transfer news and many more here on our channel Viva Barca. Until next time, Visca El Barça!